Do we not have Andrew for this?
Andrew is MIA.
Okay, well.
Andrew was driving someone to the mall to go to the Apple store.
Is he like an Uber driver or?
No. He is. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like there's more to this story that we're not being told, but it's okay.
There definitely is.
Will winner, Sam winner, 10 winner, Foo winner, Mike winner, Sam winner, Foo winner, me winner, my 10 winner, my 10 winner. I like that 8th one. Huh. Will winner, Sam winner, 10 winner, Foo winner, Mike winner, Sam winner, Foo winner, me winner, my 10 winner, my 10 winner.
American Kick-Ass Podcast, episode number. It's been
4?
a while. Is this 4 or 5? I think it's 5.
I think it's 4.
Is it?
Yeah, I
actually?
think it's only 4.
Wow, we suck. We had Matin, Sam, Tofu, and this is Tofu twice.
Yeah,
We
this is
went-
me twice.
Oh no, but then we had one by ourselves. This is 5.
Oh, that's right.
This is 5.
Okay, so
We went strong for a minute there, but then
Yeah.
I mean 5.
I
Is
know,
good
right?
number. 5. It's week 5, or is it 6? It's week 6 of the season. We have 5
Yeah.
podcasts. It's not that bad.
I feel like we're like 2 or 3 weeks behind though.
We are.
So what? We do some mid-season power rankings and some shit like that.
I
And...
think next week is mid-season power rankings,
Okay.
because next week is the halfway point of the season.
Okay.
Oh.
And I was also gonna do a draft recap. Next week's is gonna be lit. Next week's podcast is gonna be good.
Yeah, next week we have like a more in-depth, longer podcast. I kind of have to shorten this up.
Okay, that's fine.
That's fine. I think we only have a couple things to talk about, anyways.
We
you
do,
wanna
we
talk
have-
about breaking news.
Yeah, I'll break
We
some
have
news.
some major trades.
Yeah, but I think
yeah.
there's a trade on the table that we don't know about yet.
Yeah, we're breaking news right here. First time ever. So I will let Andrew check his email, and everyone in the league can check their email accordingly. This just happened.
Oh damn!
Oh, is it accepted?
It's just got accepted.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Just now, I just got.
Hold on. Breaking news. Adam
Brief-
Schefter reporting.
Oh,
Oh
been a
my
deal.
god!
There's been a deal.
What the hell just happened?
I assume there's draft picks.
There are. So I'll be sending Mike my first. I'll be getting back a third. And I'll also be sending over a fifth as well. And then just whatever's left over in the wash about that. So yeah. Picked up Rob Gronkowski for my match against Sam, and I'm sure the group chat will light up in a little bit. It's always fun to play Rob Gronkowski against Sam, so why not?
So you traded a first and a fifth for a third and something.
And yeah, basically it will be like whatever's last pick or whatever it is. Yeah. I get the third back from the Doug Baldwin trade, and we go from there, right?
Yeah, I mean
So-
that's not that bad.
Nope. So it's like I traded a first and a third for Doug Baldwin and Rob Gronkowski, essentially, or first for Doug Baldwin and Rob Gronkowski.
Well, first and a fifth.
Yeah, first and a fifth. Sorry.
First and a fifth for Gronk and Baldwin.
Yep.
That's not
Yeah,
that bad.
that's not that bad. I could have done a lot worse. And if you subscribe to the whole theory that I've talked about before on this podcast about
Scoring the most points.
just scoring a
Scoring the
consistent
most
number
points. That's Tofu's secret sauce. Scoring the
However-
most points.
you score
However
more
it
points
happens.
than the other team, you win games. No.
You just need to score a point one more.
That has
No.
happened before.
It has happened before. But no,
Yeah.
it's more about scoring like getting a certain number of points and not caring where they come from. So it's kind of an idea that maybe all positions are closely valued the same in that regard. Like if a tight end gets you 20 points versus a wide receiver that gets you 20 points, the 20 points aren't different at the end of the day. They're still 20 points.
Right.
So it comes off the back of that theory, I guess. Yeah.
It makes
So-
sense.
Also, to
Hey.
add to that,
Yeah.
my draft strategy, I'm just gonna put this out there.
Yeah.
My draft strategy of stealing your strategy of just try to score 100 points consistently.
Yeah.
5 weeks in,
Yeah.
I've scored 100 points consistently. I'm
There
not
you go.
scoring much more, but I'm scoring it.
Yeah, it's I think that the season length needs to be changed too. I think 12 games is too short.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's too short of a season. It's not anything. It's not anything that spectacular. I mean, 12 games. If you think about it, you lose 4, 5, 6. You lose 4 games. Yet to get back to 500, you have to go 6-2 for the rest of the season,
sucks.
right? Like then that's just to get to 500. Like that's not even to get to like maybe a playoff spot, depending on how good the year is.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
people
no,
are gonna give up. Are like quicker to give up. Like Matin probably doesn't make his trade if it's a 14-week season.
No,
He probably still feels like he has a little bit of time.
yeah, probably not. I wasn't a huge fan of that trade today, but there you go.
Can we talk about that trade? Because I couldn't check my phone. I was just so busy at work. I have no idea what happened. Were there draft picks in this?
Yeah, Andrew gave up his first round pick to get AJ Green. I wasn't a huge fan of
God.
that. Yeah.
What?
As somebody who just gave up both their first round draft picks in similar trades, I'm not a fan of giving up your draft pick for somebody on the other side of 30.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like AJ Green. That's why I didn't want AJ Green. He's on the back end of his career. Like
he is. I mean, he'll still be good for like another two years, I guess. Like whatever.
he'll be. Well, I think he'll be decent for another 2 years. I don't know.
I think he has 2 like solid years left, like 2 top 10 years left.
AJ Green's really like just been good ever since he's come in the league. He's been a guy that I'm just looking at him now. He's been a guy
underrated. I think he's underrated, but to me, I hate him.
Super underrated. Super underrated wide receiver.
God.
Julian Edelman is Julian Edelman. I mean, Jesus Christ, if there were more mouths to feed in New England, like
That's what. So I said this earlier. I don't remember if it was in chat on the podcast or where, but I did say at one point that like, as bad as like the New England's weapons looked earlier in the year, by like week 5, 6, like New England has some weapons now, and probably too many.
Yeah.
But nothing like, I mean, Josh Gordon could be spectacular. Gronk hasn't been that great, but like,
no, but he's Rob Gronkowski. Like, he is good. He is.
Something might be going on with Gronk because he hasn't been like dominant. He's been. He's been good.
Yeah, you know what it is? I had Rob Gronkowski one year, and he sucked dick that year. So it's probably asymptomatic. He knew he was coming back to my team, so he's probably sucking dick again.
That's it.
Yeah.
He's getting outplayed by Zach Ertz.
Yeah, my boy, young Zach Ertz.
It's my guy.
I mean, he had a good week 1. He's catching footballs. You look at him, 7 receptions. The outside one in Jacksonville, which was 2, but he doesn't have to play Jacksonville again. 4 in Detroit, 4 in Miami, 6 in Indianapolis. Right, like you're missing a touchdown on each of those, which is perfectly okay for Gronk. And those days change wildly, right? You're looking at like Gronk being then setting the world on fire, right?
Right.
Yeah, like that's the difference. He has a tough matchup in KC this week, but other than that, they'll be able to shoot with the Patriots, and and if you value position rarity in this league at all, I think that tight end is probably the rarest position to find like a top scorer at.
Yep.
Definitely.
There's 3 guys who you want: Zach Ertz, Rob Gronkowski, Travis Kelce.
That's about it.
You name another tight end you want?
Eric Ebron.
Like,
I mean, his name is an L away from LeBron. He's LeBron without the L.
This is true.
Yeah. No, I definitely think that. I also like having a Patriot playing Sam. I think that's a lot of fun. I think that this week, if we're going to preview matchups, I think I'm on upset alert against Sam this week. I like to.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
Oh damn!
I don't know. A lot of things are looking in my. A lot of things are looking in my favor right now.
I mean, we could start.
Well, the good news is that you're up by 1.
Yeah, we can preview matchups. We can.
Well,
We can do all of
do we
that.
want to review last week, or do we want to go straight to next week?
Let's review last week, I guess. Why not? Quickly, and then we'll go to this week.
Because last week wasn't that interesting of a week.
No.
Let's slow our rolls real quick.
Yeah.
How did my trade just completely go under the table?
The Odell Beckham one?
Yeah, I fleeced him.
I don't think so.
Are you serious?
I don't like Stephon Diggs. Like that.
Oh.
That's the end all be all of it. I think.
Do you like Thielen more?
Yeah, I do.
I assume.
Why?
What?
More consistent. He's like
He's more consistent.
100 yards.
He's better. He's not overrated because he made one catch in an NFC Championship game.
Oh my God.
Well,
Let's all settle down. We all know that defenses game plan against Stephon Diggs, leaving Thielen
So
arguably wide
so
open.
if he's not good enough to have defenses that game plan against him, and he's not good enough to overcome that, and he's not a top flight receiver like Odell Beckham is. So you traded a non-top flight receiver because defenses game plan against Odell, and he still finds his way to be like he's having issues with Eli Manning right now. That's outside the point. He still finds a way to make catches even against top flight corners, top flight defenses, and Stephon Diggs doesn't have that ability. So
Do you know who's throwing to Diggs?
Yeah, Kurt, $84 million Cousins.
Who's balling out right now?
It's not what I'm saying, though. I'm talking about the talent at wide receiver.
Well, I mean, but how good? I mean, I don't think that talent at wide receiver, your talent is so dependent on who's giving you the ball.
Yeah, I guess, but like it's also dependent on people who scheme against you, don't scheme against you. I think that Odell Beckham Jr. after Saquon Barkley goes on probably another couple weeks of being really, 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 really good. Teams are going to start putting 9 guys in the box against him. Like they're going to start putting all 11 guys in the box against him. And Odell Beckham's just going to go off.
Yeah, but I don't think they will because you still have Odell Beckham and Sterling Shepard out on the outside.
Yeah, but I have a question. Do you take a chance of Eli Manning, who looked like he was only capable of doing checkdowns the last 2 weeks, beating you with his arm, and getting past that offensive line with your pass rush, or do you put 8 guys in the box, have a rookie try and beat 8 guys in the box, blitz the running back, contain the running back, shut him off, and then leave it wide open for the wide receivers?
Well, first of all, last night was a clear indication that you could stack that box because Saquon Barkley will break those tackles.
Yeah, you watched him run through the line.
So whatever defenses are doing right now, I don't think any of this matters. Because whatever defenses are doing right now, it's working. Because like the Giants are 1-4, so like who really cares if Barkley goes off every single week? Because the Giants are gonna continue to lose games because the Giants suck. So like as long as that strategy continues to work, defenses aren't going to adjust.
Well, right, but I mean, you also have to remember that not only is he a weapon running the ball, but he's obviously a weapon catching the ball as well.
I don't think you realize I'm on your side.
Yeah, he is on your side. No. He's completely 100% on your side.
I understand that, but that's going against what Tofu was saying about game planning against Saquon.
And that's why I'm not on Tofu's side.
Yeah,
because
I just think
you can go ahead.
Yeah, I just think that we'll go back to this whole discussion of if defenses game plan for you and they're able to stop you, does that make you actually a good wide receiver, or does that make you a beneficiary of good and bad game planning? Right?
Yeah, I mean,
and then I get Carlos Hyde is good. I think Carlos Hyde is a 1-year player. I have Nick Chubb on my team. Nick Chubb touched the ball 3 times last 2 weeks ago and got 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
He's insane. He's the best player in the league.
Yep.
Wow.
That efficiency rate.
The efficiency rate on Nick Chubb is through the roof.
Yeah. He rushes it for like 70-yard touchdowns 67% of the time.
Yeah. I don't see any other player who is definitely doing that.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Hyde, is he
Yeah.
better? Is he a better start than Adrian Peterson?
They're like the same. Adrian Peterson, it's like a week-to-week thing.
I think he's worse. Peterson
think-
is a worse start
Okay, so what makes you think that?
because Hyde is going to get touches. Adrian Peterson, he's going to lose. He's going to be losing touches to Chris Thompson, who can pass catch. Yeah, and that guy fucking Bibbs, like who's vultured a touchdown, even though Adrian Peterson got hurt. But
Yeah, I think Carlos Hyde, do you win the trade overall? Sure, maybe Carlos Hyde gets you there. Like, getting Carlos Hyde gets you there. But, like, at the same time, too, Carlos Hyde has been plagued with injuries throughout his career. Right?
Carlos Hyde, no.
Yeah, he has. He's been injured in San Francisco, like, twice. He hasn't played a full season.
I mean, I had him last year, and he was silently the 10th best running back all year.
Right. I think last year was the first year that he played a full season.
Right.
He was injured all the time in San Francisco. Injured. They finally got rid of him. And then, yeah. I think that's kind of the breaking point with Carlos Hyde. If he stays healthy in Cleveland, fine, whatever. I like whatever his face is. I like Odell Beckham Jr.
I mean, that's fine. I was just trying to become more consistent with this trade. That's all I was doing.
I think the only negative to the trade on my side is you possibly lost a keeper, because I'm not sure if Diggs or Hyde are keepers. So
Right.
long term, maybe you lost the trade, but I'm with you that you won the trade this year.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too worried.
I mean,
You
you
know
have
that-
Mike Evans and Barkley,
Yeah.
and I don't like the idea of having like Barkley and Odell at the same time either.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
I get why you would make that trade, but
Mhm.
I don't know. To me, the trade is fair. I lean towards Chris's side on the trade. But
Yeah, I think it's a fair trade. I think that I also lean towards. I would say I lean towards Jordan's side just because I think that Odell Beckham Jr. will, eventually. He started off slow last year too, and then he exploded. I mean, last night was not a good indication of what he can do, but he's been up and down all year. So
Right. And I mean, I just didn't want to deal with those games, on a weekly basis. So, I mean,
yeah,
you may not like Diggs, but I feel better starting Diggs in that offense over starting Odell in that offense.
That's fair.
So let's move on to
And-
next week.
All
Okay.
right, let's do it.
Because we have last week, everyone had like kind of blowout wins. I think the
Yeah.
closest game was a 13-point win by Andrew.
Yeah.
And kudos to Andrew. Poor Matin though, because like he keeps scoring like 117 and losing. But it is what it is. So-
Yeah, no.
That was the
one
high
was
point,
really
man.
close. No one was really, no one was really great. Everyone did what they came out and expected to do.
Chris, is that your
Um,
phone?
Yeah.
You should silence your phone.
I scored 146 points one week. Holy shit.
Yes.
Oh, I like how pissed Sam is at this trade. It's so funny. You know what? I just enjoy making trades with Mike just to piss Sam off now.
Yeah, because when you told me that you were going to have dinner with Mike and could
Yeah.
potentially have breaking news, I was like, okay, Mike is like schmoozing tofu right now.
Yeah, no.
And
I just was like, I'm gonna piss off Sam. Because I've started to do this thing where like I'll shop and I shopped to Chris, I shopped to Andrew today. I talked about trading my first round pick, and nobody bites, and they all want a deal that makes them win. And I'm like, well, I want to get rid of this pick. Mike's the only one who ever comes to the table with like, hey, this move actually may make sense. These things may happen. And you know what? I just like don't care. Like if Sam's gonna sit there and be like, well, you've ruined the league, you've done this, you've done that. It is what it is.
I personally think you'd made the trade too soon, though.
Probably.
Because I think Gronk. There was speculation that he retires last year, like this last season, like this season.
Yeah.
Right now. And like, if you're trading for a keeper that could potentially retire at the end of the season, that's why I don't understand. That's why I would have waited, because like I think if you waited like a few more weeks, you could have potentially got like Dalvin Cook from me, or you could have gotten something from someone.
Right. I mean, when I decide I want to make a move, I just make a move, and that's it. I'm making a move. I'm done.
You could have got Dante Foreman for that first.
He might actually start this week, or Ash.
Dante Foreman, he's still out.
I think so.
No, I don't think he's allowed to come back until week.
I think
7.
he's starting. It might be after their bye or something. I was listening to a podcast on the way to work. They mentioned Dante Foreman like coming back and taking that job.
He's on the physically unable to perform list or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's half the season.
So he can't come back until a little later. But I mean,
Oh, and week 11 against Washington. Yeah.
But let's talk about next week's matchups. We have 20 minutes to get through this.
Vamos.
All right.
So at the top of my list, I think it always shows me like your
team.
Yeah, it always shows. I just got to pull up. Sorry, just got to pull up my matchups now. It is 1-0 for the Dodgers, by the way, just in case anyone's curious.
Who gives a fuck about baseball?
Me. It's the greatest sport in the world.
God.
So the top one on my list is Matin Tohidi versus me. Easy win, easy peasy.
You're already up 12-7 or 12-9.
Off to a great starter, Ash.
I mean, this is over. I think I won.
I
don't even want to discuss it. I won. Let's all agree.
Jesus.
He has, fun fact, Matin Tohidi has the ex-Ottawa Red Black kicker. Shout out Ottawa Red Blacks one time, Brett Mayer.
Man, Brett Mayer.
Oh
Brett
my
Mayer.
God. Is he an Ottawa Red Black?
He used to be an Ottawa Red Black. Shout out Brett Mayer one time.
I'm looking at his picture and he looks like a former Red Black.
He looks like a serial killer.
That's what I'm saying. He looks like a Red Black.
He has
It's
the craziest look in his eye.
I'm not sure if his eyes are looking even in the same direction.
He's looking at the photographer like he's going to kill him.
Yeah. No, I like this matchup for you. I think you have a couple good matchups. I don't like David Johnson against
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Aaron Rodgers versus San Fran. Okay. Cooper Kupp, my boy. Shout out Cooper Kupp one time.
Cooper Kupp.
No,
God damn it.
I think it's a good matchup. Who is Kiki? Do you love me? Kuti. Who the fuck is this guy?
He's apparently the new stud in Houston.
Wow, do you just love the Houston Texans?
Apparently.
Oh my God.
I mean, he went off 2 straight weeks. How could I not take him?
11 receptions. Who is this guy?
I don't know.
Who is this?
How are you starting Will Fuller over Kiki?
I mean, that's honestly something I'm considering. I don't know.
Please call your team Kiki, do you love me?
Kiki is a cutie.
Yeah. No. I like you to win this game. Getting 11 points versus 9 points is always off to a good start. I don't like Vance McDonald. He's up and down.
How is he so up and down? This guy. They need to be giving him the ball. He's a stud.
Vance McDonald?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He just blows over everyone trying to tackle him.
Well, you know what? I guess they don't give him the ball.
His picture looks like he stuffed marshmallows in his mouth.
His face is taking up the entire picture area. And you look at go look at Brett Maher. He's so far back.
Yeah.
Who was that one guy, CJ Anderson, that they took the picture too low?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it looks like
only the top of his head that was in it.
It looks like a meatball.
Yeah, I think you caught a break this week with T.Y. Hilton being out too.
Oh yeah, probably.
Definitely.
I mean, I think I like the Rams defense against the Broncos, who that's a few of or what's his name, Matin.
You'll get the swing on it, yeah.
So
yeah,
I don't know. I'm pretty confident. This is a win. Let's move on to the next one.
I don't know. I think it's a lot hard. I don't know. It might be a lot closer. Yeah,
No.
Tom Brady, Zeke Elliott, Adam Thielen.
Who else? Dolphins defense. Brett Mayer, Emmanuel Sanders. Are we just naming names now? Like Jamal Williams, Ryan Fitzpatrick,
Between all of us, I think we got them all.
Royce Freeman.
He still has Ryan Fitzpatrick on his team.
Royce Freeman, Geronimo Allison. Who? We're just naming names now.
Sammy Watkins. No, but seriously, I mean, I think KC and New England is probably going to be a shootout.
Oh, it 100% is. It's the old guard versus the young gun. Like, that's what it is. It's going to be great. That's going to be a great Sunday night matchup. I now have Rob Gronkowski, Tom Brady, sending out my love. I need like 3 touchdowns. Rob's way.
All I'm saying is that this might be a little closer.
It's a 20-point win.
Calling it here, 20 points. Shoot your shot, point to your home run.
All right.
It's 115-95.
Just Barry
85.
Bonds that motherfucker. Just point before you even hit it.
Let's move on. We have the Brother Bowl.
Oh,
Will versus Mike. Yeah.
Yeah.
Will versus Mike. This is I think this is our matchup of the week, right? Like this is our highlighted matchup now.
Wait,
I mean,
this
it's
might be
4-win team
against
against
the brothers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
brothers.
They're brothers.
They
this may
are?
be- yes.
No, they're not.
There's a
Yeah, they
line
are.
in Fantasy God 3 that's, "Are you his bro? Sure, but you're his bro, sure."
Yeah.
What you think I meant?
God! What are we, rap genius in this shit?
They're.
Fuck!
I refuse
Dion
to believe
Lewis.
this.
Todd Gurley!
I'm gonna need to see some birth
Ryan, suck
certificates.
Jake Elliott!
LaShawn McCoy.
Holy fuck! It's electric. No, I think that Mike probably loses this game.
Do you think?
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think
I'm
so,
going
because
with
this
Mike.
trade, Gronk is out of his team and Tyreek Hill is in.
Yeah.
And, like, is that really a loss? Like, I think that's an upgrade.
Is anything Mike does now a loss? Like, is Mike capable of losing?
I think, if anything, though, recently, Mike has been bragging about the depth of his team, and I don't think his team is that deep anymore.
He lacks a secondary running back. I would say that. Devontae Freeman should have been that guy. Devontae Freeman's literally played as much as Darius Price, who I traded him for.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, there was a chance if they were serious about getting Darius Price back on the field, he could come in 1 week and maybe score more points than Devontae Freeman has right now.
Yep.
He's holding out for Ronald Jones to just come out of nowhere.
I guess. I mean, Chris Thompson's okay. Like, he doesn't. I think that's his one weakness is that he doesn't have that like secondary presence at running back. Like LaShawn McCoy should have been that, but it's clear that LaShawn McCoy isn't doing much in Houston or Buffalo. Sorry, he had a good game last week, but he's deep at wide receiver. Like when you're sitting Tyreek Hill on your bench, who is the 3rd best wide receiver in fantasy football, 4th best wide receiver in fantasy football right now, that's a deep team.
That's
but
crazy.
When Todd Gurley is on his bye week 12, and LaShawn McCoy is playing Jacksonville, like whoever's playing Mike week 12 is getting a good one.
And I think it also helps Mike that there's no Alvin Kamara there. Even though he didn't have a good game last game, he's still capable of those. Like, he's actually projected 0.1 points on his bye week. I just like to point that one out.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I also think Will probably should have started Alshon Jeffrey for Tyler Boyd, and he should continue
Definitely.
To do that. Yeah, not even hindsight. That's not a hindsight play. That is a.
That's common sense.
Yeah.
Sorry. He was in my
trash. I think that is common sense. I think that's.
Yeah, but even Mike starting Andrew Luck over Carson Wentz, like, why would you start Luck over Wentz? Luck is.
I mean, some people just don't
it's
have
not as bad as I thought. Okay.
You're playing the Jets versus playing the Giants. I don't know. Carson Wentz, being an Eagles fan, hasn't looked great since he's come back. This was his first game where I really felt like, oh fuck, Carson Wentz is back. He's rolling out of the pocket. He's doing these things that make Carson Wentz. Right.
I still think he's overrated, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Carson Wentz isn't overrated. Fuck you. Carson Wentz probably one of the better quarterbacks in the league.
Oh, definitely, but okay, anyways.
Yeah.
I think Mike wins this. There's just too much fucking
I think they both lack the same problem looking at their teams. I mean, Will won't really lack it for the rest of the season, but it's depth at running back. Dion Lewis is his next starter once Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram are not there anymore. So depth at running back, not a thing for either of these guys.
Yeah, somehow Melvin Gordon just continues to score fantasy points, but like he is horrible at running the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone else feel that way?
No.
No, he just doesn't average a lot of yards per carry, but he scores touchdowns.
Yeah, somehow. Even with Austin Eckler there, I don't know how he scores points.
He's good. I had Melvin Gordon on my team at one point too. If they are good at fantasy football, I've had them on my team.
Fair enough.
Okay. Next one.
I haven't picked my pick. I think. Yeah. So I think it's going to be close. I think the projections make it seem like it's not going to be, because the projections have it as an 11-point difference.
Yeah.
But I don't see it as that. I see it as being like 114, 113 or something.
Something close, yeah.
Yeah, it's for sure going to be closer than like what they have it as. Like Julio Jones, this is the week Julio Jones gets a touchdown, and he's not just getting one. He's getting two.
Yeah. Jordan actually has a great analogy for Julio Jones, and it has nothing to do with his skill. It's just like he's a gazelle bounding through a field, and he sometimes just like catches the football, and like he's there. There's like no urgency about his game. He's just sort of running around. Oh, there's a football. I'll catch that. Oh, here's another football. I'll catch that one. And he just sort of like runs around. There's no real urgency, and then he's just like, "Oh yeah, I played a football game." And he has like 0 touchdowns, but he has like 8 billion yards.
That makes sense. I mean, that's how. I don't know. I guess that's how he's been avoiding it.
Yeah.
Like, there's no like urgency to his game. He's just sort of like, "Oh, here's a football."
He's a distraction. He's the distraction for Calvin Ridley.
And Mohamed Sanu has been playing well too.
Yeah. Yeah,
but I think this is Julio's week. I think Julio goes off this week. I think I don't like his running back, but I also don't like McCoy. Like, I think it's kind of a wash.
Yeah, this game's a huge wash. I think Andrew Luck, Ben Roethlisberger, a wash. Like, if you flip the running backs, that can be a wash. Julio Jones versus Antonio Brown, Keenan Allen versus Devontae Adams, Jordan Reed versus Travis Kelce. That's the only matchup problem there is. Even Tyler Boyd versus Tyreek Hill as of late is closer than it may lead on to on paper. Tyreek Hill in the last 3 games, 2 receptions at San Francisco, 9 no touchdowns at Denver, and 4 at Jacksonville. Granted, those are tougher defenses than New England, but those are still not great outputs. 6, 8, and 9. Those are not great outputs for Tyreek Hill.
What this might come down to is the Jets' defense and how well they play against Andrew Luck.
This is true.
Kickers, Jake Elliott or Ryan Suckup.
That's it.
Ryan Suckup.
Who would you pick? Who do we have next? Because we only have 9 minutes left, so let's make this quick.
Let's do Matin versus Chris.
Matin versus Chris. Okay. I'm not on this.
I think this is over. I think Chris won.
Chris
won.
You
think it's over?
Yeah, Chris, they're trading for AJ Green and Julian Edelman. Who's he starting? Larry Fitzgerald and Galladay's on bye. David Moore.
Corey Davis? Corey Davis?
Yeah.
Lamar Miller?
This is done.
David Moore. Ito Smith. We're naming names again.
Wait, what do you...
TJ Yeldon.
Who the heck is Ito Smith?
He's a rookie running back the Falcons drafted because they're not keeping Tevin Coleman. Rise up. But yeah.
All right.
They shouldn't keep fucking Devontae Freeman is what they shouldn't keep.
I'm
but-
lucky as shit that Matin doesn't have Fournette. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean, you won this one easy. I don't think we need to discuss. Matin sucks.
I think I think there's going to be a shootout. Patrick Mahomes is going to score like 800,000 points this week. I don't think Isaiah Crowell is going to play. That is the only thing. I don't think Isaiah Crowell is going to play.
Yeah, I'm waiting until Sunday morning to figure that one out.
Wow, Powell is going to score 3 touchdowns this week against Indianapolis.
I don't even have him, though.
I do.
Oh. So, my question to you guys, who should I start in that flex?
I mean, we're not
Mike Davis.
I was leaning to Mike Davis, but then again, they might Chris Carson.
I have a friend who looks like Mike Davis. Mike Davis.
You have a friend who looks like Mike Davis?
Yeah, I just looked at Mike Davis for the first time. I have a friend who looks.
Oh my god!
Is he your bodyguard?
No. They facially look the same.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Yeah, I have a friend who looks like Mike Davis.
There was this one gay dude at Starbucks who used to give me free coffee, and he also looks like Mike Davis.
Maybe it was Mike Davis. I didn't know Mike Davis had a job up until 2 weeks ago. I was like, Mike Davis must be working at Starbucks. There's no other way to describe it.
Yeah. So
And then I was watching football, and I saw Mike Davis's name pass along the fucking score ticker, and I was like, huh, he's not working at Starbucks. Weird.
I was wondering where he went. I missed my free drinks.
I thought he was at your Starbucks.
You know, there could be a whole backstory to this. That Starbucks started in Seattle. Mike Davis played for Seattle, and they had a promotion at a rash of Starbucks, and Mike Davis was there. That boy was there.
Oh man, mystery solved.
Mystery solved. Fucking A. Alright, so I won this.
Yeah,
it's over.
Let's go to
Cool.
Andrew, I guess.
Fuck you, Matin.
Yeah, fuck Matin. He sucks.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Andrew versus Jordan.
Alright, we got 6 minutes.
Okay, Andrew versus Jordan.
Jordan.
Jordan. Well,
Jordan because he has Stephon Diggs. I love Stephon Diggs. Ah!
Oh my god.
I'm kidding.
Such a hater.
Andrew,
You're such an Eagles fan. That's why you're being so bitter. Is because we just beat the fuck out of you
You
guys.
didn't beat the fuck out of us. You beat us by a field goal. We beat the fuck out of you. We beat the fuck out of you.
Eagles beat the fuck out of them in the game that mattered, though, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
What was the score? 38-3? 38-7?
Rise up.
Sorry, that's beating the fuck out of you when it matters. With our backup quarterback.
We had Case Keenum.
We had Nick Foles.
Nick Foles over Case Keenum all day, boy.
No Jason Peters. No Carson Wentz. Do you want me to keep on going?
All right, who do we? We're not naming players.
Latavius Murray.
Yeah. This has been the most dysfunctional podcast we've ever done, by the way. This thing is off topic.
It's like a whole bunch of yelling.
Yeah. This is an electric factory. This is
When you
amazing.
give us a time limit, this podcast becomes player naming.
Yeah. Greg Olson! He's questionable this week.
Allen Robinson!
Kenny Stills!
He's playing against the Dolphins!
How was your podcast this week? Well, we just yelled player names with each other's microphones for an hour. It was great. It was electric. It was really informative, guys.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Jordan wins. I don't know.
I don't think so, because Andrew has AJ Green
Oh!
now.
Yeah, I'm just
Andrew
looking
has
at
Julian
it.
Edelman.
Oh, sorry. He has James.
Trades-
He has
Are they-
James Conner too, whose floor is what, like 100 points?
Yeah. I mean,
Are those
his contract
so
went up.
those trades? His trades are going to get pushed through because they all play on Sunday. Mine didn't because Odell played on Thursday, right? Is
Yeah.
that-
Odell and
okay.
Small.
It was
played
too late.
Thursday.
Okay. All right. Got it. Cool. So so Andrew's getting AJ Green in here. I'm news being benched.
Mhm.
Well, Allen Robinson and Mohamed Sanu are going to get benched for AJ Green, Julian Edelman. and I think
Mhm.
that makes.
He's
Andrew
gonna
win.
bench Allen Robinson?
Allen. Yeah.
I
Allen Robinson's
wouldn't.
not playing that well. The only thing good is they're playing the stupid Dolphins.
Yeah. That's a good thing.
I'm taking Andrew.
Okay.
What is
Will and
Wait.
Sam hate my trade, by the way. Hilarious. Why are you retarded? As I have to answer Will's question on the podcast. Why am I retarded, Will? Because I have 2 championships and you have 1. That's why I'm retarded.
That's not a very nice word, Mike.
Will has never won a championship with multiple Americans in the league.
No. That's why I'm retarded.
That must
Count
be
it. Yeah, that's why I'm retarded.
It's-
Okay, so the
Sam is
matchup of the
really
week-
upset.
Oh, they're both so upset.
He's like, okay, Chris, how about the Bears D for my first?
Oh, they're both so upset. They're both so fucking butthurt about this.
matchup
Sam,
of the
I
week.
didn't even let go of the Bears D for your first. Sit down.
I had this offer on the table, Sam. I had an offer on the table for Sam, and he didn't take it. This has been the third
Yep.
time in a row this has happened.
Sam was sleeping. It's not your fault.
Sam and I had an offer going back 3 weeks now. He could have taken it.
Tisk, tisk, Sam.
So if he's
1 and
gonna
4
pussyfoot
Sam.
around, I'm gonna make a deal. I think I'm gonna beat Sam this week.
Damn.
Blyle Powell gets all the touches. Doug Baldwin comes back against Oakland. Joe Mixon, Tariq Cohen's gonna snatch some carries from Jordan Howard.
Joe
Baker
Mixon. Joe motherfucking Mixon, boy. He's gonna put up he's gonna run all over the Pittsburgh defenses.
Baker, touchdown maker's gonna come out and throw.
Listing players.
Oh, I like
Baker
that.
Mayfield
I like
to
that.
Jarvis Landry.
All day.
Slanging that touchdown dick.
Double points.
And I get Rob Gronkowski.
The Chargers don't even have starter worthy fucking corners.
And I get Rob Gronkowski. Ooh.
Yeah. Who the fuck is Derwin James anyways?
Exactly.
Fuck that guy.
I get Rob Gronkowski back. Sam not even starting Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon bust. Corey Clement.
Bust.
No. I think honestly, I think this matchup comes down to one position and one position only. It's going to
The
be
kicker.
Jordan Howard. No. It's going to be Jordan Howard versus Tyreek Cohen.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think Sam wins this, and I don't think. I think he wins by 15.
Holy
15.
shit.
And I can explain myself.
Okay.
You got
Sam's wide receivers are better than your wide receivers.
Okay. That's fair.
Marshawn Lynch against Seattle. That's a win.
he's gonna destroy.
He wants to destroy Seattle. And if he doesn't, he should want to destroy Seattle.
If he doesn't destroy Seattle, it's because the biggest bitch ever.
Your mic cut out, but I'm
assuming it's John Gruden.
John Gruden is a bitch.
and then Jordan Howard, Tyreek Hill. That's a wash. I don't really care. Let's even say Kirk Cousins, Baker Mayfield's a wash. Sure.
How dare you?
Yeah, Baker Mayfield's a stud.
Yeah, you're right.
So is Captain Kirk, you fuckface.
Everybody hates Kirk Cousins, okay? You're the only person who
Oh
likes him.
my god.
Even his own mother doesn't like him.
I've heard it.
Wow.
She doesn't like him.
She's a very nice lady.
Kirk Cousins' mom doesn't even like him.
So I'm taking Sam. I love Tofu like he's family, but I'm taking Sam.
But what if I told you I could start Nick Chubb and he would score 2 touchdowns on 3 carries?
You should hold that weapon in the back pocket. Wait for the right week.
What if I told you that? What if I told you that Nick Chubb is the most efficient fantasy player of all time?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Are you planning on keeping Geis, Chubb, and Mixon?
No,
Guys,
I think Gronk or McKinnon, and Gronk, McKinnon, and what's his name? The person. with
Doug
his
Baldwin.
name?
Doug Baldwin.
are
McKinnon.
and Nick Chubb. Like those 4 guys, I assume are in rotation for your third keeper.
Yeah. Mixon and Geis for sure, and then Jerick McKinnon. Even Jarvis Landry. Jarvis Landry's been fucking getting targets with Baker Mayfield there.
I mean, that's his career. He gets a lot of targets everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he seems to be getting targets and connecting, and like he's making receptions. I've always said that Landry is somebody who I've wanted and coveted for a long time because he is so consistent.
Yeah.
Like, look at his stat line: 12, 7, 12, basically 8, 12.9, 10, another 8. Like, he's consistently putting up that kind of scoring that I like. And then you get Joe Mixon going. Geis maybe comes back next year. That's a pretty good team. Maybe I get
Right.
Gronk. I keep Gronk. I think Gronk is I think Gronk's a keeper if you think about it. Like, he's just another wide receiver.
Or
The
you
thing
can
is, I don't know how you can trust Gronk. Like,
What do you mean? Trust
The dude
trust one of the
the dude
greatest tight
wants to
end.
retire, and he wants to go to the.
Yes.
The what?
He wants to
go the-
retire, and he wants to go wrestle.
Well, do I get points if he smashes somebody with a chair?
No, only if he takes
Fuck.
down the Rock.
Fuck!
There's a rule change proposal for the offseason.
Yeah. No, and my team's pretty fluid. I've never had draft, so I don't really give a fuck.
I mean, I would trade. I'm just putting this trade out there.
Yeah.
Jarvis Landry
Yeah.
for the Dante Foreman.
I would trade Jarvis Landry for Cooper Kupp.
I
Damn.
have this whole white receiver thing going that I like, and
Yeah, but what about Kiki?
Do you?
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
you
just-
can't-
Do you love me?
You can't start white wide receivers and then bam out of Nikki.
All right. Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Like
Yes,
he's the
your
token
mic cut
black
off.
guy.
Your
Oh,
mic cut off.
God damn it. Well, shit, I can't say it again because it's lost its. It's not the time. It was all about timing. That was a timing joke.
I just
Were
felt
you
like
just-
if I had Geronimo on my team, I had to have white guys on my team to balance it out. And Cooper
I mean-
Kupp is as white as they come.
Is
That's true.
Geronimo a black name or a white name?
I don't know what Geronimo is. That's why it's instantly a black name.
Also, who names their kid Geronimo?
He has
like
two
the
last
kid-
names.
He was being birthed, and then the dad was like, Geronimo!
Geronimo, that's exactly what I was thinking.
And that's what happened.
Yeah.
But it's 9:04. We passed our time limit. Chris has to go.
We've yelled enough player names. It's now
Oh,
1-1.
what?
Oh, it's now 1-1 Milwaukee.
What?
It's now 1-1 Milwaukee, LA, by the way.
Yeah, but
Milwaukee's gonna beat that. Beat
No,
them.
they're
Beat the
not.
Braves, so
Yeah.
not interested.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Wait, who won? Who beat the Braves?
The
Yeah.
Dodgers.
The Dodgers are tied
Oh.
1-1 in the bottom of the third.
It's all about the Red Sox, baby.
Rise up.
Let's go Sox.
Fuck the Sox. All right.
Mookie wants the cookie.
All right, bye guys.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.